Hey, it's Dr. Karen Can, and today I'm coming in with a video about the topic of LifeWave mistakes. Now, of course, there are no real mistakes in life. I don't think there are really, but there is what works and what doesn't work. So, one of the things that I have noticed over at this point, 17 plus years, however long that I've been part of LifeWave, and as a medical professional as well, is that people tend to be inconsistent with regards to their wellness, especially when it comes to something that's out of their norm. So, in other words, people are fairly consistent with brushing their teeth. Well, I hope you are, or showering, right? Or brushing your hair, washing the dishes. Not that that's a health thing. Well, I guess it could be. Yeah. Maybe, you're consistent of every Sunday doing laundry or going to church or something like that, right? But there are other things that have to be trained, and they say that a new habit can take upwards of 40 days to really kind of set that pattern in, at least 21 days, but more like 40 days, and some people say 90 days depending on who you talk to. So, why is consistency important? Well, let's think about something as simple as exercise. Now, when January 1st hits, a lot of people are like, okay, I'm going to start exercising finally. I'm going to get in shape. And they have all these great goals, and they're going to drink lots of water. They're going to take their vitamins. They're going to do all this amazing stuff. Stop eating sugar. And after about 2 weeks, most people quit, unfortunately. So, consistency is really the ingredient for success in all areas of our life, not just LifeWave and not just patching. So, why are people inconsistent with their use of patching? Well, a lot of times it's because it's a new habit. Most people have been conditioned to pop a pill when they have a problem, right? When they have some sort of health issue. That you go to the doctor, and I'm a medical doctor, so I can say this. You go to the doctor looking for a quick fix, looking for a pill to solve that particular symptom or issue. So we go to the doctor, and it's like, oh, doctor diagnoses you with depression. Here's a pill. You go to the doctor, oh, you have tendonitis. Well, here's a pill. You go to the doctor, oh my gosh, your cholesterol's too high. Here's a pill, right? So we're conditioned to receive a pill. So it is easier for people in general to pop a pill for something on a regular basis. Like we've been told to take your Flintstone vitamins when you were a kid, right? And we enjoyed it because it tasted yummy and it was all sorts of colors. So since really, really young, we're used to popping pills. So that does seem to be one of the quote unquote disadvantages of doing LifeWave, minor disadvantage, uh, of doing LifeWave as a business because people are not used to a habit of putting a patch, a non transdermal patch on the body. Now, you could argue, Dr. Karen, how hard could it be, right? You just take the sticker back in, just stick it somewhere, just stick it, and then you're done. Aside from drinking, a decent amount of water, you're done. Like, how hard could that be? And yet, there are many, many people who initially, unless they are very supported by their distributor, their friend, whoever introduced them, who do not use things consistently, do not use the patches consistently because they don't think about it. They think about eating, they think about taking their supplements, but they don't necessarily think about putting on a patch. But here's the thing, the patches work when you use them. Okay. And it takes a little bit of training, habit training, yes, to remember to put it on. So one of the easy things you can do is just put it beside something else that you have a regular daily habit for. That could be, for example, next to your toothbrush, in the bathroom. I have mine right next to all my toiletries because I see it there, right? So, oh yeah, my patches, right? And when I go to bed at night, brush my teeth, oh yeah, my patches. People in hot climates are like, do I have to put them in the fridge because it's so hot out? No, you don't, because you're not going to remember them when they're in the fridge and you don't need to put them in the fridge. So put it somewhere where you'll remember them. That could be on your kitchen table or where your vitamins are, or, so think to yourself right now, how can I make this easier for myself? So the number one reason the patches don't work is because people don't use them. Now, that's maybe a minority of people, but literally we see this happen because they just don't have the habit. So that is one of the things, one of the inconsistencies, or one of the reasons for inconsistent patch using or usage. The other reason is a fear, a subconscious fear. Now, let me talk a little bit more about this fear because I may actually do another video on it as well, title it differently. So, people who are interested will also get the information in that video. So, the other reason that people are inconsistent using the patches is that they're afraid. What are they afraid of? Well, one of the fears is that they'll be addicted to them. Now, remember, this is a society we've grown up where popping pills is the norm, right? And people who are more in the wellness arena are like, oh, I don't want to rely on a pill. Like, I don't want to rely on something. So they project that belief onto the patches. Now, they may not have that belief like going to the acupuncturist, for example, right? Every week. They don't think I'm going to get addicted to the acupuncturist. Well, maybe some people might think so, but so here's the thing. I tell them, you know, when you eat organic food, you're doing this for your wellness, right? Better than eating toxified, pesticide ridden, herbicide ridden, GMO, glyphosate ridden food. Oh, yeah, I eat organic. I said, so you're addicted to eating organic. Well, no, it's not an addiction. I'm like, well, are you addicted to brushing your teeth? you know, are you addicted to drinking lots of water every day? Like, these are wellness habits. So they, like I say, project their fear about being addicted to sugar or being addicted to pills to the patches. The patches only amplify what is already happening in your body. Let me say that again. The patches are amplifying what is already happening in your body, but at a more efficient way. So, for example, you put on X39 patch, you put on glutathione, you're increasing your glutathione levels. That is your master antioxidant. Your abilities to make your master antioxidant glutathione declines with age and probably with toxicity, what's going on in the world, your health habits, etc. You could take supplements, right? You could get an IV for glutathione. They're not quite as efficient. Well, not even close. 300% increased glutathione in 24, 48 hours. That's very, very efficient, right? So why not use something that is non-transdermal? You don't have to rely on good digestion for it to work. It doesn't interact with your medications or anything like that. Why not use something that amplifies your body's natural light and reflects your body's natural light frequencies to do something more efficiently? That is not an addiction. Now, can you get psychologically maybe addicted? Unlikely, I suppose, maybe. Could you be psychologically, um, dependent? Yeah, that can happen with anything. That can happen with, oh my gosh, when I go on vacation, I, have to have my minerals or else I'm going to be really, really, sick, right? Well, that's a thought process. Does that have to be true? No. Does it support my body to bring my minerals with me and my patches with me when I travel and I'm on a plane with all that radiation and in a hotel with all that Wi-Fi? Absolutely, it supports my body. So only you will know internally whether you have a fear of not having your patches, right? It's not an addiction, maybe a dependency. That can happen, but that can happen with anything. So it's not specific to the patches. So what I like to say to people, get over it. It's not an addiction. To the extent that you're not addicted to organic food, you can't be addicted to the patches. So that is not a good reason to be inconsistent. Now, the third thing where people get inconsistent is they start to fear, again, it's sort of a fear, that they are going to somehow have to use the patches forever. Okay, so this is something we like to address in our team meetings or Q&As because it does come up. So I want to address it here, and I may do a separate video on it as well. People will ask, especially new people in a LifeWave Q&A, like on my team, they will ask us, so how long do I have to use these? Like, am I going to have to use them forever? And the answer is, it depends. What are your goals? So if your goal is symptom relief, so for example, um, say, somebody sprains their ankle and they use IceWave for pain relief, swelling goes down, they have no pain, they repair in a number of days or weeks. Do you still have to use IceWave for pain? Well, no, if you don't have any pain, right? That's symptom relief. However, we have many different patches that actually support age reversal or supporting your body to regenerate itself through, for example, stem cell technology. Now, we're not injecting stem cells into people. There's no stem cells in the patches. What the patches are doing is a frequency light reflection to amplify your own body's ability to make GHK copper peptide or AHK copper peptide, for example, with X49. So you elevate those things that you already make in your body, so you have healthier, younger stem cells and are able to repair 1/3 of your DNA to a younger, healthier state if it's been damaged. So because it has that, so I ask people, do you want to just have symptom relief, or do you want to reverse aging and support yourself, or at least the minimum is support yourself in not going through the aging process and the toxification process and the degenerative process of what most people will go through in our modern world. Why do they go through that? Well, we've got poisons in our food, our air, our house cleaning agents, our hair care, skin care. It's almost impossible to get away from it. Even if you were to live in a bubble, you still would not be able to get away from it. People that are, you think, oh, they're living in the Himalayas, or, the air is beautiful, the water's pristine. No, our pollution travels everywhere through the jet stream. It's kind of crazy. Radiation, all sorts of things. So, how about those tens of thousands of 5G satellites? Think about it. The world is planning, well, not me planning, but the world is planning to be blanketed by a let's just say non-health supporting frequency or frequencies through all this new electromagnetic tech that we have, just so we can download faster. Okay, the jury's not out on this, the jury's in on this. It is dangerous. So we are going to be, if you have not already, in bigger cities, right, going to be blanketed with all this electromagnetic smog, which our bodies are not yet capable of fully detoxifying because we're so busy detoxifying all the other crap that we're exposed to during the day, right? So if you're like me, yeah, you're going to use your LifeWave patches on a regular daily basis because yeah, I'm going to admit I am not 100% purely conscious all the time 24/7. If I was, I wouldn't need anything. I wouldn't even need to eat, really. I could just use light and energy for my sustenance. But most of us are not there yet. I don't know anyone who is yet able to be fully conscious 100% of the time, 24/7. So these stressors can affect our bodies, less so when we are fully connected to source or connected to stillness, which I love to teach in my Academy of Light Medicine, right? And I'm continuing to work on it. I'm certainly not perfect at it. It's a process. In the meantime, I'm going to support my body and have tools to support my body to reverse age, be younger, be healthier long term. So, again, if it's your goal to just have symptom relief, so that zit goes away or that ankle pain goes away, great, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to use the LifeWave patches long term. If you're the kind of person who wants to keep your body healthier despite the pressures and the stressors, the new ones like 5G and etc. are coming down the line, you want to keep your body healthier, you want to reverse age or anti-age, then yes, I would recommend you use that on a regular daily basis. There are a few people, because of their sensitivity, um, may not be able to tolerate patches, at least initially, every single day. Sometimes their body needs a bigger rest, between signaling. The patches are used 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So if you're one of these sensitive people and you know how to muscle test or use the pendulum, you can just check in. How many times a week would it be for my highest and greatest good, in combination with everything else I'm doing, to wear this particular patch? Now that's advanced stuff. People don't have to learn to muscle test. Most people will do really great using the patches as instructed in the brochure. But there are some intuitive people out there who know that every other day may be better for them, at least initially. Maybe they're very sensitive. Maybe they detoxify very quickly and it can be really uncomfortable for them if they use it every single day. This is a very small percentage of people. But just keep in mind, what we do not want to hear is someone goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot about my patches. I haven't used them for weeks." Yeah, well, it's not going to it's not going to help you reverse age very quickly if you're not using them. So they're a very powerful tool, and sometimes because it's so simple to use, you stick it and then you're good, you're done, right? You stick it on your body, you drink lots of water. Because it's so simple, people don't understand the power of the patch and what it can do to help your body self heal. It's not adding anything to your body that it doesn't already do, it's just helping your body do that better. So I hope this is really helpful for you. If you have any comments related to inconsistent patching, if you were inconsistent and now are consistent, please put your wisdom in the comments below. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. So anytime I have a new video, and also the notification bell, you'll be notified of a brand new video. And I do all sorts of videos on LifeWave as well as spiritual medicine and other things that you may be interested in. And like I said, please comment below. Let me know if this is helpful for you. And please share this video, especially if you are part of the LifeWave brand partner family. Share this with the team members, share this with your customers, because this could really change their life. Anything that is worth doing well, meaning consistently. And that's where we see the biggest changes, not just patching, but everything else in your life, those healthy habits, right? Regular exercise, regular hydration, regular, grounding, earthing. I mean, there's all these things that we can do consistently that make a huge difference. And so that's why I recommend to do the LifeWave the same way. So thank you so much. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Patsy, for being here with me live. And hopefully we'll see you soon next time online. Until next time, bye for now. Lots of love.